Okay, hello everybody, it's me, your boy God of War Defeater, and today we're going to be talking about why it may seem like the new God of War games might be a little too long for replayability or for multiple playthroughs. Just a little disclaimer, guys. I'm not saying that God of War Ragnarok or God of War 2018 are bad God of War games. I personally loved both of these games, and they are actually my fourth and fifth favorite God of War games of all time. Now, you guys might be wondering, hey Defeater, what do you mean by the new God of War games being a little too long for replayability? Well, I'm glad you asked because this is simply due to a few things. Now, those few things are basically the walkie-talkie sessions. Now, you might be wondering, what in God's name is a walkie-talkie? Well, that's what I'm going to be covering right now. Now, a walkie-talkie was something introduced in God of War 2018, which was a part of the game where the player is just holding the right stick and the character is just moving forward, like Kratos is walking and Atreus is walking, and basically the characters are just talking about, well, a situation that happened, and they're just talking. There's really no gameplay. The characters are just talking, and it's really boring. And God of War 2018 had a lot of these sections, and God of War Ragnarok had a main story section dedicated to this and had some walkie-talkies even in the game, and every gamer really hates these sections. I mean, they really make a guy, well, want to turn off the console and basically go play Tetris or something. Now, I'm sure you guys are probably like, well, in a New Game Plus playthrough, can't you just skip these sections, Defeater? Well, no, you can't skip these. For some reason, Santa Monica decided it was a good idea not to make these sections skippable. I'm sure you're wondering, well, Defeater, they probably aren't that long. Well, when you're playing New Game Plus or multiple playthroughs like most gamers are, you tend to get tired of these sections and getting really bored. So it makes you, well, feel like not playing these games because you're just really bored by these sections because there's no actual gameplay. And in God of War Ragnarok, the main story walkie-talkie, which was the Ironwood level, was really annoying. I mean, it's currently today the most hated God of War section and level in the whole God of War series. I mean, every God of War fan just hates that section because of the walkie-talkies. I mean, there are a lot of walkie-talkies there in that level, and a little bit of combat, but people just hate the walkie-talkies, and everybody has been begging Santa Monica for skippable walkie-talkies. Don't know why they are not skippable. Please, Santa Monica, in the future, make these sessions skippable because I am tired of holding the left stick and getting bored to death and just watching my dog Snoopy lick himself and, play with this chew toy. Okay, guys, so now we're going to be talking about the older games. So what did the older games do right to make sure that gamers would be replaying them? Well, let's talk about it. Okay, guys, so a thing that the older games did well was the older games were not that long, but I get it, it's modern gaming and people want a game to be 10 hours long, 20 hours long. Hell, God of War Ragnarok is freaking 40 hours long, and God of War 2018 is 24 hours long, where God of War 3 is like 7 hours and 53 minutes long, and God of War 1 is like 5 hours long. God of War 2 is also 7 hours long. Yeah, I think the thing that the older games did well was introducing skippable cutscenes. It didn't have unskippable, sections like the walkie-talkies, but not every game is perfect. The older games did have sections that would make you turn away from replaying them, but you'll just have that temptation to replay them because the older God of War games have some gameplay elements that are really great that make you want to replay these games. But yeah, it's the boss fights. I mean, it's for all of the God of War games, the boss fights, the combat. But another thing is the magic, the lore, the level design, the puzzles, the traversal sections. I think that's a thing that makes people want to replay the older games like God of War 1, God of War 2, God of War 3, and hell, even God of War Ascension at this point, and you know, God of War Goes to Sparta and God of War Chains of Olympus. It's just that, you know, you just get that great bosses, the great level design, the stage design, you know, the new, sorry, not the new, old, I'm sorry, the older God of War games gave you a sense of adventure, whereas the new God of War games, you have some side missions that are kind of boring, but the greatest side mission we can all agree is the Valkyrie side mission, the Berserker side mission. Those are the most memorable side missions in the new God of Wars, but in the older games, it just gave you that great sense of adventure you had when you were a kid playing these games or when you were a teenager playing these games. So yeah, that's why I think the older games have more replayability than the newer God of War games. But hey, if you prefer replaying the new God of War games, you can voice your opinion in the comments. I would like to read your opinion. And if you prefer replaying the older games, I would like to hear your reasons in the comment section. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.